Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the new for 2024 Lego Creator 3-in-1 Retro Camera Set. This is set number 31147. It has 261 pieces and I paid $20 for this set. This released alongside a bunch of other Creator 3-in-1s. I've already looked at the Red Dragon and there's a bunch more. So I'm going to kind of be taking a look at all of them, and or most of them I would say. Maybe eventually all of them. We'll sort of see how it goes, but I do like doing 3-in-1s, and I will be building all three of these different models to share my thoughts on them. But at least for this video, I'm going to be looking at the main model here, and I think it's interesting. Tiago, who used to work at Lego, who has a really big YouTube channel, I think recently put out a video about this, and they talked about the comparison with this to the one-step Polaroid camera that was an Ideas set. I really want that Polaroid camera set. I think the price tag's not really where I want it to be, so this is much more affordable, even though it doesn't have as amazing of functionality and stuff, and it doesn't have the co-branding with Polaroid or whatever else. But I still thought this was a really lovely set, and I recently, well, not that recently, but I've looked at this Lego camera from not too long ago, which was a insiders or VIP kind of gift that you could get redeemable for points, and I really liked this, and I think there's some similarities here, even like how they built this film canister here to this one that's on the box. So I'm excited to take a look at that. So either way, in this video, I'm going to open this up, I'm going to put this together, and then I'm going to share my thoughts on it. So while I build, I will speed the video up, and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. So until then, enjoy. Okay, so while we look at the build for the main model for this Lego Creator 3-in-1 retro camera set, I wanted to say thanks for watching, and then remind you, if you like the video, click the thumbs up. If you like my other videos, click the subscribe button. That is a big help, so thank you very much. So we start out building the base of the camera, and I was actually a little bit surprised and a little bit confused maybe at the beginning of this to see where this was going. It makes some really nice use of the like studs on the side pieces and bracket pieces, and there was just a lot of kind of unique stuff in the internals of the camera that I did not anticipate. I think there's a version of this that could be made very much studs on top and with bricks and everything, and this kind of took a different, more modern approach, which I really appreciate here. Now we're up onto the second layer where we'll add some of the different functions and little features and buttons that mimic like a real-life camera settings and stuff like that. And then closing into the end, we add on the lens and some nice piece usages for that, nice techniques for that. And then we build some film reels here, which is the only stickers in this set, and these are pretty interesting as well, but not terribly interesting from a build point of view. And now on to my review for this set. Okay, so here is the Lego Creator 3-in-1 retro camera set. This is really fun, really interesting. It's well done, and I think I mentioned Tiago kind of at the beginning. I think when I watched their review of this set and their kind of comparison to the one-step Polaroid, I think I tend to agree with their takes on this, but I don't have the Ideas Polaroid here, but I do really like this. And one of the first things when I get right into it, there are no minifigures in this set, is that this has an element here that is like new and unique for this set, and that is this strap with the 2x2 brick or plate of various colors here. It's kind of made out of a Lego cloth material, and it reminds me of a set that not quite the. I'm trying to think. Not the. I mean, the movie camera, the Disney camera, had the film strip, but I think I remember seeing something else like this that was more of this thicker cloth. And I'm wondering if it was maybe one of the Jurassic Park sets or something, but I'm not sure. I'm wondering if maybe the Visitor Center Jurassic Park anniversary set with the T-Rex and stuff like that, maybe that had a cloth element. I don't know off the top of my head, but either way, I think this piece, this specific strap here, is new and specifically for this set, which is really interesting. I think the production work on it is really good. It feels relatively strong, and it's a super nice piece to get here. And I think that this piece alone really ups the value proposition of the set here. But then besides that, we have some really cool stuff. In many ways, it is similar to this one, which I pointed out earlier, which was this kind of vintage camera that was from the kind of insiders or VIP program here, and it did have some functionalities and did have little dials and knobs and different things that you could kind of do with it. And I think, these are very similar. I mean, even just in the color blocking and the overall shape, there is some similarities here, and there's a good amount of differences that it's still interesting to see both of these kind of side by side. But this is pretty interesting. So building this was a little bit unique. You start with just this 4 by, I don't know what this is, 12 or something like that, and you add some tile work and some plates down at the bottom. You add on some of these angled plates at the bottom, and you slowly start building up in a pretty unique way. There's a lot of bracket use in here, and some interesting stuff. If I open this up, you can kind of see one of the features in here. Whoops. And just take this out just so we can see some of how this is built up in here. So use some interesting colors in there. That's not an issue for me, but they built this up with some brackets to attach some of these slopes here. You can see some of the bracket breakdown here, some of these like headlight bricks in here, some clips over here, and some different stuff, but there is also room inside there for some of the functionality. And then once you get up to the top layer above all the black layer, you can see there is another kind of level of just a full brick with some conditional stuff here, and that's where we add all these extra components here. You do build out the front of this a little further, so this sticks out a little bit, but that feels really good. The lens is super simple. It's not that many pieces. It can rotate, which is great, and this is achieved really nicely to get the round at the very base of that, but then the rest of this is pretty cool, and it does kind of feel like you can focus this, which is nice. And then we have all the other kind of contraptions up here. So I believe this is for, I don't know what, something with the film roll, rolling it up or something like that. There's maybe this for scrolling to the next picture, or maybe this is for exposure. This is kind of this was interesting because when you put this yellow axle in here, this Technic piece, you attach it to a rubber grommet kind of, but you don't put it in anything, and it just kind of sits in there, and then you cover it up. But that means when you depress this kind of lever or button or switch, either way, it kind of has a natural position that it comes back to. So that's kind of interesting. I think in Tiago's video, they did a better job of explaining what all the different functions and all the different buttons on the camera are. But I think it does look complete, and this even has like the mount or the cold shoe or different things that certain cameras have that you would attach maybe a flash to, like a light up here, or attach a microphone to, or other stuff, and that looks pretty convincing as that like cold shoe mount there, which is very nice. So a lot of little functions here. They don't have functionality like the Polaroid Ideas set has, meaning it doesn't have anything that can print out a camera, because these are going on to a film roll. So as you saw earlier, you can't open this up. Just uses a bar element and some clips there, so not as nice of a connection in my opinion as this one. This one used some Technic that just feels a little more sturdy to me, and this one feels, it could be more prone to popping out of there, which could be good, could be bad. It has a little handle here to open it up. It does stud down on this stud here, so it can stay closed. And then we do have stickers in this set, 6 of them, and they are used on the film strips. So this I thought was pretty unique and pretty cool as well. So they actually did the kind of film canister in a very similar way to this other one, if I can get that out of here. So similar in a lot of ways, not exactly the same, but very similar, which is cool. Nice consistency there. And this has some pictures on it. So we can see here we have a roller skate. This is on like the translucent kind of window pane element. This is a dog, and this is a vintage motorcycle. Those are all Creator 3-in-1 sets. This is from like the Adorable Dogs. This is a new one that released at the same time as the camera. This is the vintage motorcycle, Creator 3-in-1. And then you get an extra one with the other 3, which has like the beach camper van, the giraffes from like the safari animal, and then the butterflies from the flower pot or like watering can Creator 3-in-1 that also released alongside this. So that's kind of interesting cross promotion, or like cross branding, or reinforcing Lego stuff here. So that's pretty cool to see, and those can, well, at least one at a time, can be loaded into the camera like that and can be closed up, which is cool. Other than that, we use a clear piece here, and you can actually see through that as if that was like a real viewfinder, and that's cool. It's a little bit hard, but you can see if I move my hand underneath it. So there's a little bit of a kind of opening there that you can see through, which is nice. And I think this, along with some of the other Creator 3-in-1s that released alongside of this, the ukulele and the roller skate, feel like pretty display oriented. I actually think this kind of is too. There is some play, but it feels more like a display thing to me, just because it doesn't have a bunch of functionality, and there probably are a lot better like play cameras that people could use. But this is still really fun, really retro, really cool, and I'm just here for this wave of with the Disney video camera or movie picture camera, and this camera, and the Ideas camera, the Creator 3-in-1 camera. I'm here for Lego just making a bunch of different camera models, and there's some camera models that I think are really, really cool and interesting, especially older ones like Bolexes and different things that could lend themselves really well to Lego, and so I'm totally here for this. It feels good in the hand, it looks the part, and as far as the functions go, they don't really do anything, but it feels authentic. It feels like they kind of nailed a lot of that stuff down. And then, I don't love the stickers, but they're not super, super crucial either. You wouldn't even need to put them on there necessarily, but they are a nice little added bonus. So that's that. I will show the extra pieces here because you do get some. And it's just your 1x1s, your studs, your tiles, all of your tiny pieces, hollow stud there, all sorts of stuff like that. Pretty good there. And this set is $20 and 261 pieces. So far I've only looked at the main model here, which means I will be doing a video where I take this apart and build, I think it's proper this way. I'd like the next model, which will probably be this kind of retro TV. And then in another video after that, I will take this apart and put together this kind of camcorder here, which is getting us more towards, like, in my mind, the digital filmmaking age. So subscribe so you don't miss those upcoming videos. But if I'm basing the value off of just the main model and what my thoughts on this are right now, I think this is really great. I mean, $20 for 261 pieces feels pretty good. There are some bigger pieces in here, bigger plates, different stuff. And then the strap, the Lego cloth strap, I don't know how to value that, but it feels pretty unique, pretty specific, pretty cool. I don't think that's a part of either of these other alternate models, and I don't know if these are going to sell for much, but it feels like it's like a pretty novel item there. I believe this set is on back order as of recording of this, so it seems to be really, really popular, and I think part of that is because the value is really, really good here, and I'm excited to look at the other things. I'm not so sure they're going to be nearly as impressive or as interesting, but I do like to give them a fair shot, and so I'm looking forward to that. But just based off the main model alone, I feel very fine about the value here. I actually think it's quite good, so that's very, very nice. But I think a lot of the Lego Creator 3-in-1s have pretty good value, all things considered. So this was very enjoyable to me. And that's all for this video. So if you like this video, please click the thumbs up and give it a like. If you like my other videos, click the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the Lego videos I'll be doing here in the future, including, like I said, the other alternate models for this Lego Creator 3-in-1 set, but then tons of other Lego sets from all different themes, all different shapes, size, price point, piece count, tons of different stuff. So subscribe so you don't miss any of those upcoming Lego videos. And if you want to support this channel, support my videos here, you can do that right here on YouTube with membership, supers, and thanks. And I still have the Patreon. It's in the video description on my channel page, patreon.com/sobricks. And over there, you can get access to all my videos early. You can get access to some exclusive videos and some other stuff in the works. And it just helps support me, so I appreciate that. Every little bit helps, and I'm very, very grateful. So thank you very much. And with all that said, until next time, thanks. Bye.